we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Blubberbutter. I'm here with Casey.
Hi.
And we are playing my favorite game. Well, one of them anyway. Favorite handheld game. So I have plenty of stories to share while we play this, and we can probably trade off so you play some of the episodes and I'll play some of the episodes.
Yeah.
That's the introduction, by the way. So, here's the thing. In most of the games that I played growing up, the title screens this year was not actually part of the game. You know, like the anime music videos and stuff. You kind of just ignore it. For in this game, it's actually the plot. Like, this is the prologue, if you will.
Yeah.
So, that was weird to me as a kid.
It's not bad.
Well, at the time I thought it was weird. Yeah. Oh, this brings back so many memories. I am, of course, playing the Game Boy Color version because why the fuck wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Alright.
Definitely. So I played a lot of Seasons and Ages. Seasons more so than Ages. But I never really played this game. I've tried it a few times, but I've just never had the time to really sit down and complete it.
What it really comes down to is he's a snob. He's like, fuck this game. It's
No,
beneath me."
actually... I mean, I can't say how I feel about it, but I do think I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna still prefer Seasons over this, just because.
Well, okay, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Alright.
So, apparently... I don't think they still do this in Zelda games, but it used to be, you know, based on the first Zelda game, how if you put your name in a Zelda, it would change the dungeons.
Yeah.
Apparently that still happened for several other games. It didn't quite do the same drastic changes. I think in Link's Awakening, or A Link to the Past, it changed some of the music. In this game, it actually does change some of the dialogue, which
really?
I think is interesting. I'll point out the only couple things I know about it, but I'm not going to play through the game as Zelda.
I don't physically think I'm capable of not naming my character Link in Zelda.
Here's the thing, because I love when they let me name my character and I like make them like stupid names, and I had every intention of doing it in this one. And then we got to it, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna name it something silly," and I just automatically went over to capital L. And it's like,
Yeah,
I
the only thing
can't.
I could have gotten away with is like maybe if you named him like Lonk or something.
See, I would have thought of that, but I don't know. I feel like growing up with Link so
Lark.
much, it's really hard for me not to have him be Link. All right, I'll read this. I thought you'd never wake up. You were tossing and turning. What? Zelda? No, my name's Marin. You must still be feeling a little woozy. Oh yeah, this is the first game that didn't have Zelda in it at all, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You're on Kolahint Island area. Oh man.
You know, I love how I love the like the like just the sound effects from the going through the dialogue. I don't know why, but
I like it's just
I don't
really
know if it's
nostalgic
just
to me.
Nostalgic or what? But
I fully admit that there's a lot of nostalgia here. Does the recording look like it's being recorded well?
yeah,
It seems like the frame rate's a little weird. See, they won't let you leave without talking to this guy. Oh boy, where are you off to in such a hurry? Set a spell? I got something for you. What do you have? Weird, like, does he have a cold?
Mario looking dude.
Yeah, he looks like Mario, but Mario who's really fucking sick. He's like, tried to blow his nose for the last 17 hours, and now it's all red and swollen.
Just imagine that mustache is actually in his mouth.
Well, Link.
And he's just like,
I can say, wow, Link!
and his nose is like some lipstick.
Name's Taryn! Hope you're feeling better! What? Hi, I know your name? Sorry, I'll stop. I think it's weird, eh? Well, I saw it on the back of the shield. You got your shield back. Press the button and repel enemies with it. See...
So see, what you should have named yourself was like Shield, and you'd be like, it says Shield on the back of the shield, so it must be your name. Or if you didn't have a character limit, like be like made in Hyrule or something like that.
So, I've told you this story, but here's the thing. I was a fucking stupid kid and didn't understand how the different consoles worked. And so, I grew up playing Zelda Ocarina of Time and didn't really know it was a series.
Okay.
So, we were on a road trip to go... Oh, I love this music. This brings back so many memories. And they don't play this music again. This is only at the beginning of the game.
Oh, really?
I would go back to the beginning of the game just to listen to the music, just because I liked it as a kid.
You mean beginning as this area, or the beginning?
No, so I was on a road trip to in Arizona to go see my grandparents, and I grew up with Ocarina of Time and just thought that was the Zelda. So when I saw Zelda here as a game, like
So you thought that was Zelda 1?
I just thought, I thought that was Zelda 1. I thought that was
Wait.
just the Zelda. So when I saw this
the
one,
first Zelda you played?
yeah, it was.
Oh, you little baby.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
My first Zelda was Zelda.
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I played that well. Like I was like 11 when I first played the original.
So anyways, back to your story. I do
No,
remember this, but it's a good one.
So I saw it and I was like, oh, like that's just Zelda. I want to get a game I haven't played, and it was like Metroid Fusion. I think was the one I was looking at the time, which I ended up getting anyway, and that's still one of my favorite games. Well, fuck you, cat. Jesus.
It's a fox.
Is that a fox? Is that what that is?
I don't know. It ain't no cat.
I guess I always thought it was a cat, but
It ain't a dog. I mean, maybe it's a dog, but
it could be a dog, I guess.
anyways.
So I didn't want to get this game, and then Caleb was like, oh, they have Zelda, I'm gonna get this. I was like, but we already play Zelda. Why would you get a game that we already have? And then he looked at the back of it, he's like, Toby, look, it's a different game. And I went over, and like, keep in mind, I'm like 5 or 6 at this point, and I looked at it and I was like,
You were dumb.
Jesus Christ, it's a brand new Zelda game.
I'm just trying to imagine that you thought
I never claimed to be a smart
you
kid.
for some reason thought that you were gonna have like N64 like graphics on a Game Boy Advance. Like, what made you think that it was capable of doing that?
Yeah, I don't know. I was a stupid kid. But, no, it was, when I found it was another game, he was like, well, I want to play it. And I was like, okay, well, we'll take turns then. We'll trade off with Metroid. He's like, no, I'm going to play it the whole time. I was like, no, I want to play it too. So I got the same game, and we were both like, that's stupid. We should be splitting it up, so one of us gets Metroid and one of us gets Zelda, and we'll just trade off. And I was like, yeah, so you get Metroid and I'll get Zelda. He's like, no, you get Metroid and I'll get Zelda. And we wouldn't agree, so we both got Zelda. So we had 2 copies.
My brother didn't play video games, so
I gave my copy of Zelda. We determined which one was which because I got a pen and I put a really obnoxious T in the bottom right corner of the cartridge for mine. And he had a big C on his because he didn't want to be outdone by mine. I remember the little bitty one. Hey, you look so naked without your bow. We'll get that later. Later, we went to Indiana to go see Nate, and I asked him if he had ever played Zelda. He's like, I've never played Zelda. And he, to this day, has never owned an N64. Oh, I meant to read that sign. Fuck. Just out of my way.
yeah, you didn't get a
Fuck you.
sword yet, right?
Yeah, no, we have to go back and get it. Tail Cave and Toronbo?
Toronbo Shores.
Toronbo Shores. I didn't remember the names in this. Yeah, so I actually handed that one to Nate. He'd never heard of Zelda. It's like, well, we have 2 copies, and I've finished this game like 17 times now, so, like, I'll let you have this one. And that was Nate's introduction to Zelda. Now it's one of his favorite game series.
That's cool. I played the Legend of Zelda when I was 5 or 4. Oh, Sophia, little older than Sophia.
I'll come back to this one.
And then of course I didn't have an N64, but like I played Ocarina of Time at my friend's house and stuff. But the first Zelda game that I really bought and played was Seasons.
It's a really good one. I think I prefer Ages over Seasons.
Yeah, I think I do too, but Seasons is what I had, so I had to borrow Ages from my friends. So I never.
Is he friendly? Nope.
I played. You knew the answer to that, right?
I thought I remembered being able to talk to him.
So anyways, so I never got to spend as much time on Ages, which I think both made it seem better to me, but also I kind of like the time theme better than the Seasons.
I do like the time thing better. I will say that for the opposite reason, Ages is my favorite because I spent more time with Ages, and so that was the one I liked. We lost Seasons like the fucking second week we had it,
That sucks.
and so I've actually never.
I was gonna say,
Seasons.
especially you and your brother. See, if you and your brothers had done that with Seasons and Ages instead of
Right. Well,
this
that would have
game.
made sense. Yeah,
It would have made it worked out fun for you.
I've never finished Seasons. I've to this day I've never finished it.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see. You can if you do this right.
Okay,
you
the
can
final boss
not
in
talk to
Seasons.
No! Oh! Fuck yourself, you stupid, worthless.
I thought the
beat
final
fucking.
boss in Seasons was more interesting than the one in Ages, but
Well, I won't
Other
disagree
than
with that one.
well, if you haven't have you even seen it?
I'm gonna. Yeah, no, I later in life went and got back to that one before my
okay.
computer crashed and lost all its data.
Okay.
I mean, Game Boy, because I always legally have copies.
Well, you
of...
said you never finished it, so.
No. Hoot hoot. You are the lad who owns the sword. Now I understand why the monsters are starting to act so violently.
So
I
you're
hate
telling
your
me
fucking face.
that they're normally, like, passive? Like, they don't...
So, like, the monsters wander around and they're like, this stupid motherfucking green-ass kid is here! Courageous lad has come to wake the windfish. It is said that you cannot leave the island unless you wake the windfish. You should now go north to the mysterious forest.
It's like it's said by who? Like,
I
no
will
one
wait
or
for
just
you
me?
there.
They were just like,
Good.
yeah. So at some point, this green dude's gonna come and he can't leave. Unless he wakes up the windfish.
There is a way, by the way, to get the sword without talking to the owl. I've done it before. I don't know how to do it, but I know I've done it.
And you'll know him because he doesn't talk.
Right.
And he has a sword.
It has your name engraved on it.
And his name's like...
It's like this part here psyched me up so much. I was like, oh, yeah! And it starts playing this music. I'm like, oh yeah!
You know, I'm sure I had feelings like that, but I cannot remember.
Wow. I was, what did I say, 5 or 6 when I played this game. I
Yeah,
might
but
be
I'm saying
wrong,
I played games that age and younger, but I just don't remember. I remember doing stupid things in games, like just going in a certain area and hanging out, and like...
I'll talk about this more later, but like, I was, like I said, a stupid kid, and I was too impatient to read. Like, you know this, I was very ADD. I'm still ADD, but I like to think I'm better at controlling it some on my own. But as a kid, like, text, I didn't read any text. Every single game I grew up playing, I skipped the text until I played through.
We'll get to that.
I skipped the text for almost everything I played.
I don't think you can do anything about him yet.
This looks pretty heavy. You won't be able to lift it with just your bare hands. And then I climb the fuck over it then. Yeah, I remember what happens over here. Yeah, no, so, like, I just brute forced most of the games I played early on until I got smart enough to start reading plots and caring about it, and that's when I started getting into RPGs, obviously. Basically when I started playing Final Fantasy is when I started reading.
I thought you didn't play Final Fantasy.
I've played the ones on Nintendo.
Oh.
Didn't play any of the ones after.
Oh, you didn't play any of the good ones? No, I'm just kidding. They're all good.
Go fuck it. Oh, I forgot about these! Our time's actually up, though. So we're gonna have to cut the recording right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like, subscribe, would be amazing. Also, turn off that block, you jerks. Good night.
Good night. Oh, I have something funny. So, I'm just like looking at your icons on your desktop, and I'm like, man, it'd be really funny if I like grabbed that and swapped it out with like what's in here.
God. If I send my lawyer Waluigi Quest.
It's like, no, it's like replace the sound effects. Like, here, you should listen to this recording. Waluigi #1, you all cheaters.